Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find the video is when you're meant to hear its messages. And if you're interested in subscribing, I upload my new Virgo and Pisces videos on Saturday. The deck that I'm using today is called the Gilded Tarot, and it's by Ciro Marchetti. And as always, if you guys are interested in getting a personal reading, the links are in the description. I'm going to go ahead and take these cards. So you guys are going to have a bit of a longer reading today. Oof. All right, you guys, let's get started. So you have the Queen of Cups as your overall energy. And that tells me, first of all, you're feeling in your element, because the Queen of Cups can represent water sign people, which are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And the fact that you are sort of coming up like that as your overall energy tells me that you're feeling very much self-assured right now. You're feeling very much in your energy. And I see heavy soulmate energy right now. I'm getting that for some of you, you might be in a same-sex relationship, just because I see the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress and the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups in this deck is two women. Oh, I also see the Lovers. So there's heavy soulmate energy here. You know, take this and apply it to your situation as it applies, obviously. But I'm seeing that you guys are very much in a position where you're kind of waiting right now. I think that there's a lot of waiting, because I see the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles talks about keeping something to yourself, which tells me that you guys, either you or your partner, isn't being very open with how you feel. I feel like there's some stuff that isn't quite going on, or sorry, that isn't quite being said, because I'm looking at this moon, and the moon card talks about hidden things, things that have been obstructed, things that you can't see or know. And I'm looking at this particular moon card, and it almost feels like celestial or spiritual, a very astro realm. So I'm thinking that you guys that chose this particular video are on a twin flame journey, and you're either just finding out or the other person is just finding out, because I see so much symbolicism of like divine partnership. I see the Temperance, which talks about balance. I see the Two of Cups, which talks about soulmates. I see the Moon card, which in this particular reading, like I was saying, looks very astro-spiritual. I see the Empress. I see the Lovers. Like, this is all really big soulmate energy. And for those of you who aren't maybe on that path, I still see a lot of powerful love, because I see the Six of Wands, I see the Lovers, I see the Empress. Like, those are all really good things to get in love. However, I'm definitely feeling that some of you were hurt in the past with this Three of Swords. I feel like the Three of Swords has either hurt you or your partner. Take it as it resonates. And as a result, this person is a lot more closed off. I'm definitely seeing that this bottom row is sort of representative of one person, and this top row is representative of another person. So I would switch the energies back and forth to see which resonates with you. But I feel like bottom row person was definitely hurt in the past and has this strong feeling, strong belief in this relationship. Definitely I see with the Lovers that you feel like this person is meant for you, but you're being very closed off. And I feel like this has a lot to do with the twin flame journey, as I'm showing with the Two of Cups here, is that you're sort of sending almost telepathic cues to this other person, like, come towards me, or maybe even telling this person that, or maybe like you have an understanding that now you're supposed to kind of stay put and let this other person figure out their stuff so they can come forward. And I definitely see that because with the Three of Wands, the Three of Wands to me is like the third and final step in like a 3-step program, where like the Ace of Wands could be like absorbing this new information and seeing what to do, sort of what it's like. And then the Two of Wands is like sitting down and really thinking up of what kind of a plan you can do. And whereas the Three of Wands is you've already taken your decisions, taken action, and now you're waiting to see what your results are. The ships are coming in and you're waiting to board them. And I feel like as a result of all of this, you've grown. It could be that since you've been on the twin flame journey with this three of swords, you've definitely experienced a lot of the pain and a lot of the growth that comes with it. And that's what's resulted as being this overall energy of like the Queen of Swords, who's very powerful, who's very compassionate, who's very loving. And then this person up top, I feel like has always had more stability. May not have been quite as emotional, may have been a little bit more sort of in the physical world, but they're trying to come forward now. Because with the Page of Swords to me is the beginning of a message. So either you or the other person is trying to formulate the intentions or the plan to come forward. And with the Temperance, I feel like there's been a lot of things that you need to organize and sort of balance out, because the Temperance, I feel, talks about justice in a very different way as the Justice talks about it. Because ideally with the Justice, you want a 1-to-1 ratio, 50-50, 150 to 150, whatever the equation is. But the Temperance understands that things are a little bit messier sometimes. Things aren't so clear-cut, so black and white. So the story of the Temperance is that she's an angel that takes fire and mixes it with water to create a new element. If you take water and douse it onto fire, obviously you're going to put the fire out. But this angel, through her ability to proportionate, to get the correct proportions, creates a new element. And that's the story of the Temperance. And I feel like this is going to apply to your situation. I feel like this top person has more spiritual work that needs to be done, whereas this bottom person may already be done. This bottom person very much might be a divine feminine, because the divine feminines tend to have the tendency to recognize the spiritual journey much sooner than the divine masculines do. And as a result, you know, a lot of the sort of twin flamey energy I get is coming from down here with the Lovers and the Two of Cups. And on the top row, you see the Empress. So it almost looks like this DM top row is looking towards the DF and saying, wow, you really are my Empress, but I'm not your Emperor yet. And I feel like that's probably what all this moon energy is the other party realizing that there's a lot of stuff that they need to do, but they're not telling you about it, even though they want to come forward with this Page of Swords. You know, they see you as the Empress. Very, very powerfully feminine, almost, if that makes sense. And if you're a man who identifies with the bottom row, then, you know, it may very well be that you are a divine feminine in a masculine body, but that's neither here nor there. It's just more of a fact of which energy do you identify more with. But I definitely see that with the Six of Wands, they are planning to come forward to you and propose victory. So it's very interesting that I used the word propose just now. That was a complete, I wasn't making a conscious decision to use that word, so it may very well be that some of you will get proposed to, but they want to ensure a victory. And that to them means working on themselves so that they can come forward to you and come forward the right way. I feel like a lot of you guys might have history, and as a result, you know, this person recognizes that maybe they treated you unfairly, and with this Temperance card, they sort of want to rectify that. But I'm getting very, very, very heavy twin flame energy here with the Temperance, the Empress, Two of Cups, Lovers, and even with the Six of Wands, I see a lot of victory. So that was your reading, Pisces. This was a phenomenal reading. And if you guys enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or a comment. It really helps out the channel, and I personally really like to know if these readings resonate for you guys. And like I said before, I upload my new Pisces videos on Saturdays, but you're more than welcome to look at my other timeless readings that I have on my channel. And with that being said, I sincerely hope to see you guys next time for your next reading.